Good morning, guys. This is Miss Moore, a school counselor, and today we are going to do our second lesson, SEL lesson, on social awareness and appreciating the difference of others. So, when we talk about social awareness, we're talking about the ability to understand and empathize with others. We've talked about empathy and guidance before. It means putting yourself in another person's shoes, imagining how they might feel or what they think in a certain situation. It also means reading social cues like facial expressions and body language, and also reading social situations to think about whether this is good or a kind of a bad thing to go on. Is it right or is it wrong? So it also is going to address some ethical behaviors. So when we look at the topic of social awareness, it means appreciating the differences of others. So important that we do that to one another. It's a great thing that not everybody's the same. Even people who are twins or triplets, they have some tiny differences, but we're all different. And we need to learn how to appreciate those differences in others. So let's look real quick. We're going to check out this quick read. It's called It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr.
It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr. It's okay to be missing a tooth, or two, or three. It's okay to need some help. It's okay to have a different nose. It's okay to be a different color. It's okay to have no hair. It's okay to have big ears. It's okay to have wheels. It's okay to be small, medium, large, extra large. It's okay to wear glasses. It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to eat macaroni and cheese in the bathtub. It's okay to say no to bad things. It's okay to come from a different place. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay to come in last. It's okay to dance by yourself. It's okay to have a pet worm. It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's okay to have different mums. It's okay to have different dads. It's okay to be adopted. It's okay to have an invisible friend. It's okay to do something nice for someone. It's okay to lose your mittens. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to do something nice for yourself. It's okay to help a squirrel collect nuts. It's okay to have different kinds of friends. It's okay to make a wish. It's okay to be different. You are special and important just because of being who you are. Love, Todd.
Okay, so in this simple book, it shows a lot of differences and how that we need to appreciate those differences. People in wheelchairs, people that wear glasses, okay? Um, just the differences in people's sizes, difference in people color of skin. It's important for us to make sure that we're showing that appreciation for other cultures, for other ways of life. So, with that in mind, let's take another look at a quick video on social awareness here that gives us a little bit more information. Let's check this out.
Social awareness is a person's ability to recognize the emotions of other people. Social awareness involves understanding how those emotions can influence social situations. It also involves taking the perspective of others. It's important for a person to be able to understand another person's thoughts or feelings and why they might feel that way. Finally, social awareness involves the ability to read or understand social situations or cues. This means being able to understand and interpret what is happening in a social setting. Let's look at a scenario. This is Tom. These are his friends, Mike and Jeff. Mike, Jeff, and Tom are all taking the same online class. Mike and Jeff keep making funny noises while the teacher is trying to teach. The teacher is becoming upset and their classmates are getting annoyed with them. Reflection questions. Do you think Mike and Jeff understand how their behavior is making their teacher feel? Explain. How do you think their behavior is making their teacher feel? What do you think their classmates are thinking and feeling? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to follow us on social media at Lessons for SEL.
Okay, so we have the scenario there of Tom, Mike, and Jeff, and how they are showing some behaviors. A couple of them are showing some behaviors that are probably not making the teacher feel too good. In fact, she's probably going to have to address that. Maybe they're being silly. Maybe they're just trying to draw attention to themselves. But it's probably not going to work well with the teacher because the teacher's trying to teach the lesson. So this is not the time for us to be silly and carrying on. So that being the case, what do you think other classmates think about them? Well, it really depends on the classmates. If they're mature and they're wanting to learn, they're probably thinking, they sure are being silly. This is wasting my time, and this is wasting the teacher's time. If they are immature, a little on the immature side, it could be that other people might think they're funny. And the choice that you make, whether to laugh, whether to encourage that behavior or not, also says a whole lot about you and your focus on your studies and the seriousness that you need in times where the teacher is teaching and instructing. So you want to make sure that you're able to read those social cues, and your behaviors in reaction to that is going to determine whether that behavior is going to continue and maybe even get a little worse the next time, or your reaction can also be that to where it would discourage it. When they see you're not laughing at that, then they see that you're wanting to take your studies seriously. And so we see that you can make a difference in the choice that you make reading that social situation and reacting to it. So make sure that you're making wise choices on reading those situations. So it's activity time. I want you to think about 3 different ways to be kind to others. Okay? You're going to be able to write those 3 different ways to be kind on the Google form in the virtual classroom after you get through with this quick video. Another idea that you can do is make kindness cards. You just take a sheet of paper like this. You can draw lines with a ruler like this, And then you can put your own ideas in here of how you want to show kindness to others in your family, your extended family. It could be to grandparents, or it could be in your community, at school, when we return to school. So making these kindness cards, you can cut them up when you get through, put them in a hat, draw one out each day, and then you can do those acts of kindness every day. It's important for us to show acts of kindness to brothers, to sisters, to parents and grandparents, to neighbors, to elderly people. When you're at the grocery store, you might open the door or maybe help carry their groceries to their car, or put their buggy back in the little area for carts when they're out in the parking lot and they're having trouble getting things in. Lots of ways, if you're looking for it, lots of ways for you to show kindness to others. And people really take note of that. Actually, your choices can make the world a better place. It can make your world a better place just by doing these things. So think about it. How do you feel when you're kind to others? Makes your heart feel good. I know it does me. I feel very good when I show kindness to others. And of course, how do you feel when others are kind to you? Well, that's a good feeling too. Sometimes people might be overwhelmed because they're caught so off guard by what you're doing. But they really appreciate when you extend yourself and when you show that kindness to them. And then what good things can come from being kind to others? All kinds of good things can come. Others think that see you do that. They think, man, that person's really kind. That was really nice of them to do. Then it might even spur them on to be kind or show kindness to others because they see that it makes a difference. People really appreciate that. So now's the time for us to get feedback from you. This is the end of our session today, and I hope this has spurred you to think about social awareness and how and why kindness, how to show kindness, why it pays off, why it's important for us to do that. So now it's time to collect some feedback from you. I love doing this part. On the virtual classroom, on the computer monitor, you can click in and there's a Google form for you to make your responses so that I can review them. Make sure you hit submit at the end of that Google form so those responses will be sent to me, and I get to read your thoughts, which is fun. Okay, so I think this is the end of the video. Just make sure that you enjoy and have fun doing those acts of kindness, and let's make this world a better place. Until next time.